All right, we are back again. Earth Goddess Gang, Gang, Gang. Now we are back with the series in Gemini through the houses, and we are on episode number 2. And of course, we are still on the mutable air, which is Gemini, ruler of the third house. Planet Mercury is also the ruler of Gemini as well. I also forgot this is Gemini is also the Lover's card in the tarot as well. So now we're going to jump into Gemini in the second house of possessions, self-love, how you obtain those possessions, your things that are valuable to you, or your personal values as well. So with Gemini here, they can earn, I can see the Gemini here having multiple streams of income because that kind of caters to their mental capacity and how they like to work their mind. So they will definitely earn a living through intellectual pursuits or social pursuits. So these are the type of people that'll be like people who would probably earn their living through online things, like maybe through probably either, I want to say, what they call those people who social influencers. Yeah, like social influence work. So, and they would probably be more on the intellectual level, more like a philosopher, teaching people maybe how to do certain things. The Gemini mind, it can go anywhere. So as far as in like social media and just using those intellect and social skills, they can definitely use that as a way to make money here in the second house. Also, they use their, like I said, they use their mind to obtain materials and possessions as well as social skills. Um, Now, what Gemini has a unique gift here, they have the gift of being able to see value in things that other people may not be able to see value in, just due to the social and how their mind works as far as in questioning different things and seeing how they can make different things work or seeing how they can solve things. So the Gemini mind could work to their advantage as well there. Um, they also place a significant values on the personal relationships to them, whether that's the relationship with their parents, their siblings, their friends, just anything that's close and important to them. They hold significant values on those relationships, and they can also hold those particular close relationships in a high standard as well. So, yeah, Gemini here. The second house, they can be very social. They can use their intellect to obtain possessions. Um, Also, too, I guess that would go in the third house, and I'll jump that into the third house video. But they can be very good, like I said, like teachers, counselors, coaches, anything dealing where they can use their mind to obtain money. Also, too, I think they'll just do this on just um a level of joy. They just like expressing themselves. So if they can earn a living expressing themselves as well, then that's even better. So yeah, Gemini here can be very creative because they can use that Gemini mind and their social ability to actually now that I think about it, they can use these abilities to create relationships, and those relationships can be ways to open doors to other streams of income. So they have that, I guess, that gift of gap to where they can build certain relationships because of how their energy is, and they can also further lead them into money making opportunities based on who they surround themselves off. Now, if this is negatively aspected, they can use their mind in a not so good way to obtain money. uh they can use their mind, to manipulate people into getting them things that they want, or using their mind to engage in things that are not legal to obtain money as well. So they have to be kind of not difficult, but kind of careful with that as well. That they use that Gemini mind in to the best of their abilities, and not to they're feeding into their lower vibrations to earn things that are of value to them. Now, naturally, Gemini is not the best at planning. So when it comes to like planning for important things, they can probably be a little bit fickle with their energy, maybe a little scattered, because again, this is not really natural to Gemini. to be, a planner, or, remember certain things. So they can be bad with money if it's not positively aspected. They can either overspend, or not keep a track of the things that they're spending, or not keeping track of the things that's coming in as well. Um, Now, also, the Gemini here can place maybe their value on, the type of interactions they have, or, base their value off intellectually, how they come off to other people, or how other people see them. So Gemini has to be careful here that, to honor their intellectual side, and not, fall in the danger zone of overthinking, to the point where they can overthink themselves into a mental illness, overthinks themselves to just go crazy. So you have to make sure, Gemini, that, that you use your powers for good with your social and your intellect, to bring in those multiple streams of income, and that you're not using your mind for, illegal things, or to manipulate others to do certain things, or to obtain certain things for you. So use your powers for good here. Again, this all depends on what's aspected in the chart. I haven't really had the chance, I can say, to really be around a lot of people with Gemini in the second house. I don't have this placement, so I haven't really had a lot of experience with people with this placement, but I have studied and read that people with this placement can be very good money manifestors if they use their abilities in the most positive way. And also, too, now that I think about it here, Gemini could also collab with, say, like people that they care about. Like, say, if someone's close to them, and say they have the same like energy and the same mind towards a project, they can also be a very good partner with someone that's close to them, as far as in trying to make money, or coming up with a business ideal and implementing that as well. Now, what will help the Gemini out here, because they're not the best at planning, so if they did get into, like, say, a money making a venture with someone that's close to them, that person would probably more than likely have to be in charge of like planning, saying, okay, we can do XYZ at this time. And the Gemini energy is more towards like the actual project itself, and as far as in implementing ideals and different ways to basically create and present this project. So the Gemini energy will be good in that way. They will just have to make sure to stay grounded, so they're not overwhelmed, or they don't overwhelm others who are dealing with them, especially when it comes to pursuit of like making money. But ideally, to me, a Gemini placement here would be better independently working on projects and making money, just because it's an independent sign, and it likes freedom. So I really don't see too many Geminis being the first to jump in line when it comes to, say, sharing a creative project with someone that's close to them, unless that person is on the same wavelength, and they have kind of like, they match the ideals of the Gemini, and they can also kind of like balance the Gemini out in the areas that may be weaker for the Gemini, as far as in the planning, they remember to do certain things on time. So that will be it for my Gemini in the second house series. If you have specifically a Gemini in the second house placement, make sure you jump down in the comments below and let me know how your experiences have been with, the second house, as far as in your self-worth, making money, or anything within that realm within the second house. Or if you do not have this placement, maybe you know someone with a Gemini placement in the second house. Either way, beautiful mutable energy in the second house. Just make sure, if you do have this placement, that you're using these beautiful energies, these natural gifts and talents, to the best of your abilities, so they can work out best for you and not against you. So also too, I do also have my own homemade candle business. I will link that down below. I had changed the name of it over a year ago. Now it's Goddess Candles and Gifts, but I still do the homemade candles. So check me out, and I will also have that link below.